With Mount Rainier in the distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Side by Hyatt. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And even 20 yards and a first down on the game's very first play.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, sometimes he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep. Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. When you talk about this Seahawk defense, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. To throw, here's Nix. And that is incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On fourth down, Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt for Denver. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And he couldn't get it to check out. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Looking to put a drive together.
Ready? 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Let's go.
First carry here for Kenneth Walker to third. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Horton. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And now it's 3rd and 3.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
19, shot, Buffalo 18. Ready?
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. The Seahawks at 2 and 4 here in the first half of the year. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape preparing for this one, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Open man, he's got his tight end, Elijah Arroyo. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Ready?
They'll toss this out right to Walker. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 37-yard line.
70 Lions. 19 Lions.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Horton. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one goes for 24 yards. Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease, feels good about what he's doing. And I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Cougar 19. Hurt. Motion. Hurt. Ready.
On the counter, it's Walker. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Mustang 19.
2nd and 9 now. This is caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. First and 10. Derek Hall in there that time to get him to the turf. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They've got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Here's Nix. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw is Nix. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, first and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out first and 10.
79 Broncos. Ready.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Escape, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That is the big fella, Nnamdi Madubuike, forcing his way in. He comes up with a sack.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Ready. Press all 80. Big Lion. 19 tight. 19 tight. Cup 19. Cup 19. Ready, ready.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Got it. Ready?
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
70 Timberwolves. Buffalo 18. Riggs. Check smash. Street. 18 Rattler.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Lions. Go.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Ready,
so a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43.
60 Eagles.
They run again with Walker. And down to the 36-yard line here. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Let's go.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. There's a throw-in caught by Arroyo. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
18 Cardinal. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Ready.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Third down and 13.
Broncos. Ready? 60 Bison, 60 Bison. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Warriors, 70. Ready?
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Horton. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. Myers' kick is good. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, it's Harvey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Nix to the air. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 40. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Almost set. Ready.
That's out quickly to Hyatt. And he's got a 1st down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Now it's Nix. And his throw is incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fighting them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Now it's 2nd and 10. In motion right, that's Hyatt. Throwing, Nix. Being chased out left. And he'll just get rid of it.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Hyatt goes in motion left. Nix to throw again. incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Carlson able to put this one through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Let's go now.
And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added onto their lead, but that was a drive that was so long it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true. Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
So from 135 all the way over to the other, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
2nd and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Come 19, come 19.
They'll look to throw here. Throw left side complete. That's Horton. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 24-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Ready, go.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9.
Buffalo 18. Come on, come on. Set. Panther 60, Panther 60.
Back to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Horton. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Horton. And the Seahawks are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
Here we go, here we go. Ready.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 17-3. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Working out of the gun is Nix. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. On the move past the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Completed to Howard. And he's able to break out one tackle, but then quickly brought down. That was signaling a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
At the 31-yard line.
Now second and 9. Here's Nix once more. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that will do it for this first half.
17, Broncos 6. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Here's second and 10.
60 up. Here we go. Shot. Go.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
19 side. Cougar 19.
They'll set up a throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
He'll take over 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Harvey now on 1st and 10. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw, here's Nix. Complete right side to Hyatt. And it's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
This red zone is where the Seahawk crowd really makes it tough for an offense to communicate. It's 3rd down. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Nick's going to give to Harvey. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Once more with Harvey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. R.J. Harvey, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6.
And they can thank their defense for this one. They were set up with a short field following the turnover, but they took care of business as well, working their way down and finishing with a strong run into the end zone for their 1st touchdown of the game.
And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2.
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Now they empty the backfield and motion the man left. They'll try and throw for it. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man is Jalen Naylor. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. 51 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Ready! Ready!
Now back to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Dre Greenlaw in there on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Dragon 60. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Come on, come on. 60 Bison, 60 Bison, 79 Broncos.
They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. Well, they've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Viking 18. Hey, Mosey, you see it. Mosey.
Off the middle, here's Walker. And he'll go down at the 26, forming a gain of 6.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 4.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
Cougar 19. Ready.
And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Rolling to his right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Nick Bonito. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Jason Myers for the Seahawk field goal. A 39-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 1st down, back to Harvey.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at their 48-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Harvey.
And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They run straight ahead with Harvey. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds.
47 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
The first carry now. This is Hill. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Jalen Hyatt with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th.
Kick is good.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready up.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Here we go. Stack.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
That's to the left side where he's got Naylor. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Ready.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Walker hitting the ball is out. It's picked up by the Broncos.
He's got room at the 30. Down the sideline he goes.
And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. In just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Warriors 17. Ready, ready.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They're going to look to throw.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Trap 60, trap 60.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Harvey.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10.
53 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Out of the gun, they go with Harvey.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Bo Nix
Keeping it himself from 7 yards out.
And the Broncos are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me to that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Come on.
Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And it was fair to look back and say the 4th down was a moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation, and they got it done.
From the 43, here's 2nd and a couple.
77.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
And this offense on third down today, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 2.
18 Cardinal. Hurt. Right there, hurt. Cup 19.
He'll look to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back to throw now on 1st down. That's down the field. He's got Arroyo. And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Back to throw again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Bubba Bolden who picks it. And the Broncos are going to get the football back as we have reached the 2-minute warning. We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. They'll swing this out to Harvey. And he is going to have the Broncos first, and that should be the capper. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. To throw is Nix. Gets this quickly to Ingram. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Evan Ingram, 57 yards. And the Broncos tack on another score as they have dominated this 4th quarter.
Daniel Carlson.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he returns this to the 22.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Come on.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. 39 yards there, a big one. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this one is incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Ready? 79 Broncos. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Ready?
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here is 3rd and quite a ways.
Let's go. Let's go.
They'll set up to throw. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Broncos come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Denver, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.